So, there has been an ever so slightly small dash of sunlight here in the UK, and of course we've all taken full advantage of it. Where we can. So I'm going to join in the barely summer activities and bring back an old friend of last year. This was my team associated DR10. No, really it was. I modified it. I fitted this aftermarket cage and these aftermarket paddle tyres. I think the whole conversion ended up costing around £25. It was a really cheap conversion, but ironically ended up being absolutely amazing. However, I think this year it deserves a bit of an upgrade. So, you see, I recently fitted a lovely Max 10 combo into my Rlaarlo SBK. So that's left me with some spare Rlaarlo electrics that are kind of sitting around not pulling their weight. We've got a 2650 kV motor and then a 3S ESC. Now, these were a little bit lackluster in the SBK, to be honest, but hopefully the two-wheel drive car on the sand, they're going to be good. So let's find out. Oh man, I can't wait to see what this thing's going to be made of. Now, super quickly, I just wanted to say that the raffle for the Rlaarlo XTS S10 will be ending, and it includes worldwide free shipping, and the tickets are just £2. Good luck! Well, I'd say that's come together rather nicely, to be honest. So now, let's take it down to the beach and see how good it's really going to be. Well, to find out, I've come down to the lovely seaside town of Margate, famous for its cinema, amusement park, fish and chips, James Bond impersonators, men walking to the beat of the tune, stop it, unsympathetic parents, and of course, a Greggs. Excellent. But most importantly, a beautiful sandy beach. Right, I want to see if we can come up and go along all the way along this wall and then back down there somewhere. Come on! That's definitely still in there. Build something nice and then just wreck it. And I also could have done with bringing my tripod. Man, I'd forgotten how much I loved this car last year. It drives so well on the sand. It may be quite a simple RC, but it is so much fun. But if I'm honest, there were still some problems with the car, and I'm going to go into them a little bit later on. Well, I've got to be honest, I'd slightly forgotten how amazing that car is, especially now it's got a little bit more power behind it. It's incredible. But to be honest, I think it could still do with being faster still. That was the issue that I was finding. It still doesn't feel like it's giving us its full potential. I want to see that car ripping across the sand at like 60 miles an hour, so I definitely think that's going to have to be a future project because it still feels a bit slow. Now, I suppose we were kind of half expecting that with popping those Rlaarlo electrics in there. They're decent electrics, they're just rather slow. That motor's quite a low kV, what is it? I think it's a 2600, so it's not spinning very fast. And we are quite limited on gearing. I don't think we can gear it up any more than we already have done, unless you can buy a smaller spur gear, I think we're stuck as we are. If there is a smaller Spurger available for the DR10, then let me know, because I'm not sure if there is. That's not really the idea of a drag car, is it, top speed? It's more acceleration, so I'm not too sure. I think possibly in the future we might just have to go 4S and make it more powerful that way. Bigger batteries, bigger speed controllers, and just go a bit mad. Because quite frankly, be a bit rude not to try. You see, I've already got a wheelie bar, a rather fast motor, and a speedometer, so I think to not do it would be a bit daft.